Welcome everybody, Ravenar here, and we had a PTR patch note drop today on April 16th, 2024. So we will be reviewing that today. I do want to encourage you guys to check out my Twitch stream. I'm going to be posting a link to that down below in the description, as well as checking out my other YouTube videos. Obviously, make sure you guys do like, subscribe, comment on this video, as well as obviously, like I said, checking out my other videos. But we're going to go ahead and get a jump start on this. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to be putting skips to the crucial parts of it so you guys can kind of just jump into what you are looking for. But without further ado, we're going to just jump right in. So these are going to be some Aram changes. Varian is now going to be classified as a tank. I wish they would just kind of change him to a tank in general. But for Aram, that's going to be pretty good. This is going to be for the same hero ones. Artanis, Hogger, Leoric has been added, though he is still disabled, obviously, in normal mode for obvious reasons. There's been too many issues with people just wraith walking in and dying on the towers. So, Leoric is enabled in all same ARAM. And then Whitemane, Zarya, and Nova and Probius have been removed. Obviously, Probius being removed is nothing I didn't expect to happen, or I did expect it to happen because of the Probius issues with some ARAMs lasting more than 2 hours. Look it up if you don't know. It's insane. But very understandable there. So very nice changes to ARAM. I don't personally play ARAM, but I do like those changes. So some long-awaited balance changes. I did kind of predict that after the last patch where they buffed a couple of heroes that we were going to be getting some nerfs finally to characters like Hogger, to characters like Rehgar, to characters like Junkrat, that people have been asking for nerfs for quite some time. But we're going to start with the Arthas one, which is interesting. I personally feel like this Arthas buff is going to be in line with a potential Arthas rework that we do know was in the works, but was never completed. This might be the first of it, at least that's what we can hope. So they're going to be buffing Arthas's health, buffing his maximum health and his health regeneration, his healing from Death Coil, and his mana per second reduced from 13 to 11 for his Frozen Tempest. Obviously, nice change to Arthas. He has kind of fallen by the wayside over the last several years. It would be nice to see him see a little bit more play. I would really like to just see him reclassified as a bruiser. He doesn't really fit that tank role anymore, so I would really like to see that increase the damage of his biting cold, and obviously additive bonus damage to his Q at 16 as well. So very nice change to see to Arthas. And hopefully this does lead into the potential Arthas rework coming in the future. Hogger, obviously Hogger nerfs very much needed, so hopefully they will be, enough to kind of bring him down a little bit. Rage decay increased from rage decay rate increased from 10 per second to 13. That's actually pretty substantial. I'm bad at math, but we're going to call that 33%. 30%, 33%. That's pretty substantial nerf. So very nice to see there. Level 1 on the Prowl, activated on the Prowl now prevents rage decaying instantly. Cooldown increased from 40 to 45 seconds, and healing per second reduced from 8 to 7. So very nice change there. Sorry, I'm icing my ankle at the same time of recording this video, so that's why you keep seeing me lean over. Level 13 Dust Devil, duration increase from 3 to 4 seconds. Sub 50 rage armor increased from 20 to 25. Pummel, which I know is the very, very one of the more popular talents. I believe it is the go-to talent on Hogger. Spell power reduction reduced from 50 to 30%. So very nice change there for Hogger. Very welcome nerf. Junkrat, another character that was frequently banned out at higher ranks. Steel Trap cooldown increased from 12 to 15 seconds. Very much needed in my opinion. Level 1, damage bonus reduced from 120% to 100%. Dirty Trickster, cooldown increase from 12 seconds to 20. This is a pretty substantial nerf, so very nice. Hopefully it does help us kind of bring Hogger down a little bit. Rehgar, another healer, not surprised. Damage reduced from 115 to 110. Ghost Wolf, basic attack 75 to 60. Lightning Shield, mana per second reduced from 2 to 1. So they're just nerfing his base kit, which again, with how strong Rehgar's been, very much needed nerf. Now this is going to be the interesting part. Nerfing his W build. So they're kind of nerfing all of his builds, but nerfing the W stacks from 300 to 200, essentially a, again, bad at math, 30%, 33% nerf. Um, Pretty substantial here. Pretty substantial nerf on Rehgar. Blood and Thunder mana restoration reduced from 5% to 4%. Grounding a speed 25 to 15. Damage reduction 115 to 90. So very nice change to Rehgar, bringing down his W quest, bringing down some of his E talents, and then obviously with his Wolf build, the base nerfs will kind of cut into that, as well as that as well. So anyway, a very nice change to see to Rehgar. I'm very happy to see him kind of look at it. Look at them again. These are nerfs that I kind of predicted, but I'm happy to see that they are pulling through with it. Yrel is someone I actually don't really have a big opinion on. Those of you who are frequent to the higher ranks will have to let me know. Yrel is basically non-existent in gold, which is kind of where I hang out, gold and high silver. She is almost non-existent here. So to me, I don't see Yrel needing any sort of change. I guess this is more of a buff. There are some nerfs to some talents, um, but yeah, I don't know. You guys will have to tell me what you think about it. Is she a terror at high ranks? I didn't think she was, but correct me if I'm wrong. But level 1, healing increased from 140 to 160. Armor bonus increased from 30 to 50. So there are some buffs in here. I thought it was just nerfs, but are some buffs in here. Duration increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Cooldown reduced from 40 seconds to 25 seconds. Mana cost removed. All right, so this is just straight buffs. I don't know why I thought there was a nerf. That's my bad there. Um, Armor reduction reduced from 20 to 15, and percent damage reduced from 7 to 6. So there is a nerf in here. Her level 16 did get nerfed. The rest of her kit got buffed, and maybe this is just to compensate. From what I heard, this was the go-to talent at level 16. Again, I don't play URL. I'm just going by what I hear. But I mean, this is a pretty substantial nerf. Maybe they felt like with these buffs coming in that this would make this talent too powerful. Um, I don't really have an opinion on it, but I do like that they are looking at these characters that might not see as much play, similar to what they're doing with Arthas. Maybe they're doing the same thing with Yrel as well. So we'll have to see what it does. Those of you who do play Yrel, let me know in the comment section what you think about this change. All right, so on to the hero updates. Now, we are going to be getting into a lot of repetition. I kind of took a peek at this, so I am going to be putting a skip to the end of this video where I talk about my final thoughts and conclusions. Feel free to skip to that if you don't want to hear all of this. We're going to try to go through it as quickly as possible, but obviously just beware of, that this is kind of long and repetitive. One of the things it does kind of look at is some quick cast settings. I'm not 100% certain the reason behind this. So as these patch notes develop and we get more people in the PTR, let me know in the comment section exactly how these work. I'll give my opinions on how I think they work. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. But we'll do the best we can here. Uh, Ruthless Momentum passive added a health threshold indicator. Again, there's going to be a lot of these random indicators. A lot of these are visual changes, it seems like, as well. Added cast and channel bars to Deadly Charge and Counter Strike. I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess that shows, just a little bit of extra information that you can give or get. So again, I don't know how impactful some of these changes will be. Those of you who play Alarak and these other ones will have to let me know if it. So my headset randomly dies at these weird times. So hopefully, honestly, last time when I plugged it in, I do apologize for that. We're just gonna go ahead and plug it in right now. We're gonna hit ourselves in the head as well. For some reason, my headset doesn't recognize that me talking is the headset not being idle, so it just times itself out after a while. Something I need to look at. I just bumped myself in the head. Anyway, I do apologize for that. But anyway, I know when it cut off though, but you guys will have to let me know. I don't know if this really makes the biggest difference, but maybe it does. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to zoom through these as quickly as possible. Anna, quick cast settings, rapid reload to share a quick cast setting with healing dart, remove, cancel, Eye of Horror. So this is the first of these quick cast things, and again, I'm not going to talk about every one in depth, but we're just going to kind of talk about my feelings on this. The quick cast setting is, I assume, to stop you from canceling your ults and stuff prematurely. So, you know, you activate Eye of Horus and you accidentally cancel it too quickly or something. That is my feeling on maybe what they're trying to prevent here, but I'm not 100% sure until I get until I get people into the PTR and they can give me their accounts on what's going on. But there's gonna be a lot of quick cast related things. Lightwell added a button indicator for remaining activations. That's pretty cool. Added a duration indicator for renew on 16. So again, we're just sharing more information. For our Tannis, added a buff bar to shield surge at level 4, and trade is now highlighted when below 25% health. So that's pretty good. I really like to see that. Level 7 Final Cut, conditional part of the ability has been added to the buff bar, just more information. Arthas Quick Cast removes Sacrifice Ghoul. Again, I'm assuming the same thing. They're just making sure that you're not using your abilities by clicking too quickly. That's my assumption on how it works. Icy Talons added to the buff bar. And again, it's just information. Remove self-cast, resurrect, and Ario so you don't accidentally res yourself when you don't want to. Blaze quick cast added the bunker abilities, so you can now quick cast the bunker abilities, which is something I didn't know you couldn't do before. So that's a good addition. Talents level 1 Adrenaline Stem Path added a health threshold indicator. That's pretty good. Chromie, remove canceling slowing sands. That is could be a slight annoyance if you accidentally prematurely cancel your slowing sands. Also remove detonate time traps, so obviously you can't accidentally detonate it when you don't want to. This actually could cause an issue if there is a slight GCD on it now, because when you take the time trap level 1, the vision talent, where it gives you the quick arming, you can kind of use that to save yourself if someone's chasing you. If there's a slight delay on it, this might actually be a nerf for Chromie. Time will tell on that. Level 4 Quantum Overdrive added a duration indicator. That's perfect. You never know when it's ending, so these duration indicators will be good. Same thing, duration indicator for Blessing of the Bronze. Deathwing is, I almost call him Death Knight. Deathwing Heatwave added to buff bar, perfect. Deckard, remove, cancel, stay a while and listen, so you can't cancel it prematurely. Dahaka, remove, cancel burrow. This one's actually perfect because there's been a couple times where you accidentally cancel your burrow too quickly because you're spamming it trying to get away. So I do like these changes if they are working the way that I believe they will. I do like it. Diva quick cast, Diva mech attack now shares quick cast settings with other attack quick cast settings. Remove cancel defense matrix, same thing. Retarget defense matrix now inherits quick cast settings from defense matrix. Yeah, not gonna go over each of these now, but removed quick rockstar from quick cast settings. Guitar solo added a duration indicator, perfect. Gaul added Ogre Rampage added to buff bar. Garrosh quick cast settings remove double up in Seasoned Soldier, perfect. Again, just more quick cast fixes. Gul'dan, remove duplicate life tap and cancel drain life. So again, I like that. You know, you don't want to prematurely cancel your drain when you're trying to stay alive. I've actually done that before. It doesn't feel good. And this is to make sure that you're not accidentally life tapping too quickly. Hanzo added Fleetfoot to the buff bar. It's level 13. Hogger, remove cancel abilities. I guess that's just all of them, like your spin and stuff. Johanna added to the buff bar. I think that's your little spinny hammer thing. Junkrat, remove detonate mines and riptire abilities, removed from quick cast. Frag launcher added a pulse red blue indicator to grenade empowered by extra wound timer. And level 10 Riptire ended a range indicator for full damage. I actually love this. I didn't even know that this was a thing, but you know, again, this is all about information. Li Ming Disintegrate can now be canceled by pressing stop or hold fire. That's perfect. Just, more ways to play the game. Lucio, quick cast setting, attack now, share quick cast settings with other attack quick cast settings. So perfect. Lunar, level 1 hippity hop will now share buff bar while active. I like it. I wonder if like Falstad will have something like that too with his little passive. Splintered Sphere added to buff bar, Wild Vigor added to buff bar. 13 Endless Spores now cause Crippling Spore Pulse when activating to grant reduced cooldown. Level 16 Accelerate Contamination now causes Noxious Blossom button to glow when the cooldown is recharging faster. These are added to buff bars as well. Invigorating Spores and Starwood Spear. Mal'Ganis, level 20 Seeker added a range indicator. That's perfect. I can't wait to see how these look too. Now, Furion, level 16, Ysera's Gift added a health indicator. Lunar Shower added a buff bar. So again, information. Added remaining duration to button for portal. I actually really like this because how many times does the portal run out and you didn't even realize it? Or you didn't realize it was coming. Gives you a little bit of a more of info on how long you have. Third one added a health threshold indicator. I'll be interested to see how this looks. I really like this though. I like these changes. Quick cast setting, remove cancel march. I guess that must be for level 20. Fisheye added a range indicator. Fisheye once the respawn egg has been placed. Lurker Terror for Orphea added an activation timer. Kira talents are now sorted in tier order in the buff bar. I like it. Added UI indicator for Blood Rage Heal. Chainsaw added to the buff bar. The Haunted added to the buff bar as well for Kira. Level 13 talents, of course. There's a dog in the background who is maybe being up to no good. Ragnaros, quick cast settings. Molten Core Sulfura Smash now shares quick cast setting with Ragnaros Sulfura Smash. Alright. I mean, that makes sense. Submerge added a healing preview. I like it. Samuro added a sound indicator to Dance of Death. Remove Cancel Blade Storm, duplicate credit. Disabled while there are no mirror images active. Alright, now removes targeting when there's only one active mirror image. I like it. I guess that means you can just click it. You don't have to click on them anymore. That's actually interesting. This could be a bit of a Samuro buff. If you have one image active and you just hit your D or whatever you're swapping, I think that is your D, it just automatically does it. You don't have to like find it and click it anymore. That's actually interesting. I mean, a better player probably doesn't matter, but still interesting. Mirror image now guide indicators to their targeting, added healing over time preview. Level 4 deflection updated to display its remaining duration while active. And level 16 added to the buff bar. Stitches, Shambling Horror trait added duration. Stukov cancel, remove cancel lurking arm. Reactive Bell Spores added a healing health indicator. The Butcher quick cast remove fresh meat. I don't know even what that means. Like, how do you removing quick cast fresh meat? That must be, I don't know if that's your auto attack. I don't know. Someone will have to tell me what this one is because I'm not quite sure what that means. Butcher Brand added duration. Enrage level 16 added a health indicator. Vikings slowing charge Olaf cooldown now displays a circular indicator around the shield. The Lost Vikings hero status. All right. Tracer quick cast attack now shares quick cast settings with other attack quick cast settings. Removed, locked, and loaded from quick cast settings. I like it. Run and gun while overkill's active shares quick cast with run and gun. Makes sense. Tyrande, level 16 Darnassian archery added a duration indicator. Uther Holy Fire level 4 added to the buff bar. Beacon of Light added a health threshold indicator. Valera remove cancel vanish. Button now has duration indicator. Varian second win added health indicator. White main remove cancel inquisition again quick cast settings. And Zeal now has duration indicator while active. Level 13 rapid harvest added to buff bar. Zeratul remove seeker quick cast settings. I know we're speeding through these, but they're all pretty repetitive at this point. Psionic Strength added the stat count to the buff bar for Zeratul. Zul'jin remove duplicate cancel berserkers and remove duplicate regeneration. Recklessness added health bar. All right, so now that was I guess what did they call those? Hero fixes? They didn't call them what did they call those? Hero updates. These are considered hero updates. These aren't fixes, these are hero updates. So this is, again, we are going to be moving to the bug fixes now. So those are hero updates. Barley, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. All right, here's some bug fixes. Added XP value to death recap, fixed an issue causing location targeting abilities to be canceled by a conveyor belt. Fixed an issue caused talent text to be translucent on hero screen. Talent quests updated to display quest progress at the caster if the triggering enemies out of vision. Updated home screen and startup music. So this is just, I like this. This means that they're, updating the visual when you enter the game. People are gonna like that. Updated time stop to display above all other effects and health plates. Fixed display issue with some block talents. Fixed an issue that caused heroes with non-standard height to cause target facing. They face the incorrect location. Maps. Updated coin warning indicator to be consistently colored. Fixed an issue for Cursed Hollow, where the Cursed Hollow call for help ability warning to display incorrectly. Warhead sewers are now clickable while you are in the fog. Warhead now interacts with physics objects. I've seen a couple of those changes. I think that's just the random terrain. I don't think this really matters. Um, some bug fixes for Abathur, Ultimate Evolution. No longer plays quest progress visual effects. Level 16 no longer displays an empty icon in the death recap. Um, telekinesis for Alarak, fix an issue causing telekinesis to not act with map objects. Um, Alexstrasza, cleansing flame, fix an issue causing cleansing flame to cast at the incorrect location. And once again, here's one that a lot of people are gonna like. Anduin can once again hold his sword high and proud. There was a bug where Anduin would cast his W right as the game started, and he could hold his sword until he died. They took it out. People did not like that, so I guess they added it back. Newbrack fixed an issue where the AI was not using Locust Swarm. Fixed an issue causing Newbrack's abilities to not interact with map objects. Bro improved the visibility of the up locator. Fixed an issue causing Cocoon to not properly hide things attached to the target. Fix an issue caused some of Artanis' abilities to not interact with the map objects. Fix an issue that causing says Arthas, I think it's supposed to be Artanis. Abilities to not interact with map objects. Phase Prism, fix an issue causing Phase Prism to not properly detect structures after the target becomes time stopped. Interesting. Alright, Ariel, terrain impact would not always display as a crit. Empath Link D, fix an issue causing it to grant hope when an ally deals damage to themselves. That's interesting. So like Chen or Gul'dan, I guess. Piercing Lash E, fix an issue causing it to not hit multiple heroes with Detainment Strike. Well, that's an important fix. Asmodan fix an issue causing his abilities to not interact with map and physics objects. I don't know if that really matters, but you want things to interact with that. That's why they're there. Summon Demon, fix an issue causing the demon to leave permanent burning visual if killed at the moment they spawned. So just a visual fix there. I mean, again, a lot of these bug fixes are just visual. Nothing super impactful, at least that I've seen. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. Fix an issue causing Wrath to increase damage of Wrath markers. Bombardment, fix an issue causing the damage markers. Brightwing, unstable anomaly, fix an issue causing it to leave behind a permanent visual. Fix an issue where Emerald Wind did not interact with map objects. Invisible Friends no longer displays an empty icon. Cassia level 7 Surge of Light. Fix an issue where it does not destroy map objects. I don't know if these really, I get it. Instant Mount is now more responsive. I didn't think it wasn't. Keg for Chen. Fix an issue causing Wandering Keg to cease targeting the mouse cursor if another Chen Wandering Keg expires. So that must be like Aram or it's got to be Aram. I don't know if I guess you quick match. Now actively target the mouse cursor instead of targeting the mouse cursor only when its position has changed. Guess that might make it a little bit easier to use. Storm, Earth, and Fire. Earth damage is not physical. Alright. Cho'Gall, fix Gall's damage not gaining all benefits from Cho's buffs. Raising Dread no longer causes third bounce of the orb to display as a crit. Fix an issue for level 7, Double Trouble. Quest completion and not stack with Twilight Frenzy. Fix an issue causing Gall to lose benefits of Double Trouble's completion after Twilight Frenzy expires. Bronze Talons, fix an issue causing the visual to persist after Chromie's death. No longer dismounts or decloaks when used. Fix an issue causing Quantum Overdrive visual to persist after death. Fix an issue that caused Deathwing to be a valid ping target in party frame while Dragonflight is active. Interesting. Causing Deathwing to enter an invalid state if the target of his landing becomes invalid. I wonder if this is going to fix some stuff for like Haunted Mines. That'd be interesting if that actually will be a fix there. I don't know. I feel like they have to target the map itself, but we'll see. Fix an issue causing Death Drop to not reduce all forms of spell armor. Fix an issue allowing Decker to dance without incurring movement restrictions. Alright. Ancient Blessings, fix an issue to causing it to not heal the attacker when doing damage. Tornadoes, fix an issue causing the cooldown reduction to be prevented when Tornado hits a non-hero. Shadow Charge will not always display as a crit. Fire Stomp now combines damage text. Fix an issue for Diva, causing some of her abilities to not interact with the map and physics objects. Self-destruct, fix an issue, causing Diva Mech to continue moving if it was rooted when self-destruct was cast. Fix an issue that caused self-destruct to not feature a pulse animation when fully charged. Starts decaying and damage after 4 range. Big Shot, fix an issue causing Big Shot to hit invulnerable. Now includes damage dealt to Diva shields. Level 13, Dampening Field, fix an issue causing it to not grant spell armor against all sources. Garrosh into the Fray, fix an issue causing it to display as Loktar Ogar in Quick Cast menu. Now display as an active upgrade instead of a passive. Adjusted color for Swift Strike to refund timer for Genji. Fix an issue causing Swift Strike mana refund to be displayed for the killed enemy player. Level 4, fix an issue. Genji Strike at heart of text. Now only causes Genji's attacks to display as a crit at plus 10 stacks. Alright. Level 16 Final Cut, fix an issue causing Final Cut's damage to not be modified by any damage modifiers. I think my dog likes that I'm talking so much. Gul'dan level 1 Chaotic Energy, fix an issue causing it to not increase the healing of regeneration globes. Healthstone no longer dismounts or decloaks Gul'dan. That's actually really good. Ruinous Affliction, third strike damage now displays as a crit. I like it. Fix an issue that caused weapons to fire multiple times when used in conjunction with select abilities. Some people really like this fix. Apparently this was an issue with Hanzo that I was unaware of. Scatter Arrow now combines damage text. Giant Slayer bonus damage from Scatter Arrow will now combined. Hogger Rage has now been added to the hero page. Fix an issue causing staggering blows that interact with map objects. Will always display as a crit on direct hit targets. Brute Force no longer causes Loot Horde to display as a crit. Imperious level 10 alt will combine text with Heavenly Host. Junkrat Riptire starts decaying in damage after 1.5 range. Level 7 Willing Vessel for Leoric now displays as a crit. Lily Fast Feet adjusted color display for duration indicator. Jugs on Lily, fix an issue causing the cooldown to be increased while in stasis. That's a good one. I didn't know that was a thing. Gale Force E, fix an issue causing Gale Force to not properly increase blinding wind damage. Or duration, not damage, sorry. Morales, level 13, Bedside Manor. Proc bonus now displays as a crit. Lunara now acts similar to other heals for Nature's Toxin. Abolish Magic, fix an issue causing to not reduce the duration of silence, fears, and taunts. Maiev, partly just gonna run around shaking your head around. Blade Dance, fix an issue causing Blade Dance to not grant stacks of Vengeful Knives. Containment Disc removes silence display while time stopped. Mal'Ganis, level 13, a Blood Rush, fix an issue causing Blood Rush to activate from healing fountains and regen globes. Malthel, Shroud of Wisdom, fix an issue causing Shroud to not grant spell armor against all sources. And Angel of Death, this is the res, I believe. Oh no, this is the alt upgrade, sorry. Fix an issue causing Angel of Death to not be affected by spell power modifiers. May, level 20, Cascade, fix an issue causing Cascade Snow Blinds to blind for less duration than Untalented Snow Blinds. Zombie Wall on Zebo, updated zombies to face inside the zombie wall and created. That's actually kind of cool. That'll probably look cooler now. Annihilating Spirits, so Ravenous upgrade. Fix an issue causing Annihilating Spirits healing reduction to display floating text multiple times. Hollow Decoy for Nova will now move towards uncollected experience globes with their idol. I actually really, this is a kind of a buff for Nova. This is actually really good. The clones will just do that. That's really good. I wonder if other things will do that. Fix an issue causing weapons to fire multiple times and used in conjunction for Orphea. Chaotic Assault. Fix an issue causing it to not apply while Orphea has 3 stacks of Chaos. Invasive Misma. Fix an issue causing it to hit dead heroes. Level 20, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Fix an issue causing it to persist after death. Probius Q. Fix an issue causing it to hit targets hit by previous ones. Level 4 Photon Barrier, causing it to display while Probius is dead. Pylon Overcharge, fix an issue causing Pylon Overcharge to not properly grant Pylon's invulnerability. I don't think I've ever seen that bug before. Grappling Hook on Kira, hook guide and terrain indicator to match its cast range. Fix an issue causing the hunted to lose stacks when hitting a non-hero. Rainer level 20, Sergeant Pepper. Fixed an issue causing it to not properly apply if the select while 0 stacks of give them some. Rehgar fixed an issue causing duplicate entries in the death recap. Wellspring level 13, causing it to not appear when heal occurs. Fixed an issue that causes Rexar Mission to not share their health with each other. Samuro fixed an issue causing one with the wind to display a duration while Windwalk is active. Fixed an issue causing crushing blows to be located in the wrong location. Hammer Giant Killer fix. Sonya trait. Color display for remaining duration. Stitches. Level 16. Causing to not display damage preview. Stukov level 1. No longer displays an empty icon in death recap. Tassadar Sonic Echo. On the indicator on the shock ray button. This will be interesting considering I play Tassadar. Fix an issue causing Butcher Charge to be canceled prematurely. I wonder if that means that I'll no longer be able to Shadow Walk it away with Tassadar. We'll have to see. Can now be triggered while blinded. Cleaver can. Now heals with the cleave to target has Butcher Brand. Level 20. No longer displays an empty icon. Fix an issue causing Feral Spirits to hit invulnerable non-heroes. No longer dismounts Thrall. Alright, I like that. There's some of them that I like that. Tracer, composition B, fix an issue causing the outer radius to not gain benefits of Quantum Spike. Fix an issue causes Sentinel to pierce incorrectly for Tyrande. Uther, Holy Radiance displays as a crit when Uther has spell power bonus. Beacon of Light only causes Holy Light to display as a crit when under 50% health. Valyria, Deep Shadows indicator will now fill rather than empty. Wounded Poison to display floating text. Multi-shot to not apply to hit all targets when hitting enemies inside Vala space. Gloom no longer displays an empty icon in death recap. Fix an issue causing mortal strikes to display floating text. Zeal. Alright, so we're going to be wrapping it up here. And then we got Zool with fix an issue causing mortal strikes to float. Floating text multiple times. Fix an issue for Urel. Causing all players to highlight enemies. Alright, we're just going to kind of whiz through these. Zarya, fix an issue causing basic attacks to not damage enemies in the cleave. And then Zul'jin, fix an issue causing duplicate entries in the death recap. Alright, so anyway, yeah, we kind of breezed through those ends. They're all very repetitive, a lot of just fixing the same thing. So again, my final thoughts on the patch, it's awesome. We're not really going to touch on the bug fixes too much. As far as the hero updates go, the main thing to take away from the hero updates are going to be the quick cast changes. The not being able to removing the cancellation of a lot of the quick casts and the addition of the buff bar. Like are added to the buff bar. So these are going to be changes that are going to just overall help the average player. It probably won't be super impactful for your higher end players, but things like the removing cancel, stay a while and listen, that's going to help a player not accidentally cancel it. Things being added to buff bar will just increase the it'll just help players understand the duration that they have on their abilities, like the Medivh portal, for example. You know, knowing how much time you have to go in and out of it, just helps your average player out. So I really do like those changes. Um, but I think you know, those changes are good, but I think those are minor. A majority of those changes are going to be based on, you know, what I've been talking about, the game potentially going to Steam, new players, seasoned players just liking it. The biggest thing people are going to be excited about are the balance changes, and that's a majority of what I think this patch is going to be focused on, is the balance changes. And I know this video is about 35 minutes, so I do apologize for the length of the video, but we will have skips in there for that reason. But again, you know, the changes, the buffs to Arthas and Uriel, and then, you know, obviously the nerfs to Hogger, Rehgar, and Junkrat are very much needed, and very happy to see those changes occur. We'll have to see where they bring them down to and what happens once this patch goes live. But again, make sure that you guys do check out my YouTube channel. We'll be posting a link to that, or sorry, my Twitch channel. Link to that down below. Like, subscribe, comment on this video. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. 35 minutes. Thank you guys for sticking it out. Even if you did skip to the end for the conclusion, I do appreciate you checking it out. Giving it a click. Make sure you guys hit that like button on it. It does help me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.